AI is changing medicine forever. Today I will show you how artificial intelligence is discovering new drugs, faster than any scientist in history. Traditional drug discovery takes 10 to 15 years and costs billions of dollars. Most drugs fail before even reaching human trials. But AI has changed everything. AI can scan millions of molecules in minutes. It can predict which ones will work and can design a brand new drugs that never existed before. Let me give you a real tangible example that moves this conversation from theory to practice. It's a story that marks a significant milestone in medical history. A company called In Silico Medicine, a pioneer in this AI-driven pharmaceutical space, embarked on a monumental challenge: to create a novel treatment for a devastating disease. Using their proprietary AI platform, they developed a new drug candidate, now known as INS08T.055. This isn't just any drug. It's one of the very first in the world to be discovered and designed from the ground up, almost entirely by artificial intelligence. The target was Idiopathic Pulmonary Fibrosis, or IPF, a relentless and fatal lung disease where progressive scarring of lung tissue makes it harder and harder to breathe. For patients with IPF, the prognosis is often grim, with limited treatment options that only slow, but don't halt, the disease's progression. The need for a breakthrough is urgent and profound. This is where In Silico's AI stepped in. The traditional process of finding a new drug target, the specific biological molecule involved in a disease, can take years of painstaking lab work. In Silico's AI, however, devoured colossal datasets, genomic data, scientific literature, and clinical trial information. It analyzed the complex biological signatures of fibrosis, searching for a previously overlooked linchpin. After sifting through this digital universe of biology, the AI identified a novel target with high confidence, a protein called TNIK. This protein had never before been directly linked to IPF. With the target locked, a second AI system took over. This was the design phase. It acted as a master chemist, generating tens of thousands of completely new molecular structures, all designed from scratch to bind to and inhibit the TNIK protein. Each virtual molecule was then computationally tested for effectiveness, potential side effects, and how easily it could be synthesized in a lab. The AI filtered this vast chemical space down to a handful of the most promising candidates. The entire process, from identifying the novel target to designing the lead molecule, took just 18 months. To put that in perspective, a similar discovery phase using traditional methods could easily take 5 to 7 years and cost hundreds of millions of dollars more. Of course, the AI's work was just the beginning. The most promising candidate, INC08T1CY5, then had to be synthesized and validated in the real world through rigorous preclinical testing and eventually human clinical trials. In early 2023, In Silico announced that the first human subjects had been dosed in a Phase 2 clinical trial, a critical step to evaluate the drug's effectiveness in actual IPF patients. This case represents a paradigm shift, demonstrating that AI can dramatically accelerate the very foundation of drug discovery, offering new hope where it's needed most. This AI-designed drug is for a dangerous disease called Idiopathic Pulmonary Fibrosis. It damages the lungs and makes breathing difficult. There is no perfect treatment yet. AI searched through millions of chemical structures. AI predicted which molecules can block the disease pathway. AI then designed a brand new molecule that humans never invented. The amazing part, AI discovered this drug in just 18 months. Normally, this takes 4 to 5 years. After rigorous preclinical testing, where the AI-designed molecule demonstrated both promise and a strong safety profile in laboratory and animal models, the journey reaches its most critical and human-centric stage. The AI-discovered drug candidate is now ready to enter Phase 1 human trials. This is the first time the compound will be administered to people, a monumental step that transitions from theoretical prediction to real-world clinical investigation. The primary goal of Phase 1 is not to see if the drug works, but to determine if it's safe for human use. A small group of healthy volunteers, typically between 20 and 100, receive carefully controlled, escalating doses of the new drug. Researchers meticulously monitor them for any adverse effects, no matter how minor. They also study its pharmacokinetics, how the drug is absorbed, distributed, metabolized, and excreted by the human body. This initial data is crucial. It validates or refutes the AI's predictions about how the drug would behave in a biological system, providing the foundational safety data needed to proceed. With the AI-generated drug successfully clearing the safety hurdles of Phase 1, it advances to the next crucial stage, Phase 2 trials. The focus now shifts from safety to efficacy. Does the drug actually work? In this phase, the drug is given to a larger group of people, usually several hundred, who have the specific disease the drug is intended to treat. This cohort is often compared against a group receiving a placebo or the current standard of care. Researchers are looking for a clear signal, statistical evidence that the drug is having a positive therapeutic effect on the disease. They also continue to gather safety data in a larger population and work to determine the most effective dosage range. If the results from Phase 2 are promising, the drug moves into the largest, most complex, and most expensive part of its journey, Phase 3 trials. These are massive studies involving thousands of patients across multiple countries and continents. The goal is to confirm the drug's effectiveness on a large scale, monitor for less common or long-term side effects, and definitively compare it to existing treatments. Success in Phase 3 is the final piece of evidence required before a pharmaceutical company can submit a new drug application to regulatory bodies like the FDA or EMA for approval. This entire clinical trial pathway is a multi-year, billion-dollar gauntlet. And while AI can accelerate the initial discovery, it cannot bypass this essential, rigorous process of human testing. AI reduces the discovery time. AI cuts the cost to 1/10. AI finds molecules humans cannot imagine. AI increases success rates in trials. The era of one-size-fits-all medicine is drawing to a close. In its place, a new paradigm is emerging, powered by artificial intelligence, precision medicine. Imagine a future where your treatment is tailored not just to your disease, but to your unique genetic makeup, your lifestyle, and your environment. This isn't science fiction. It's the tangible promise of AI in drug discovery and development. The traditional path to a new medicine is incredibly long, expensive, and fraught with failure. It can take over a decade and billions of dollars, with most candidate drugs failing before they ever reach a patient. AI is poised to revolutionize this entire process, making it faster, cheaper, and more likely to succeed. It starts at the very beginning, identifying the right target. Instead of years of painstaking lab work, AI models can sift through mountains of genomic and proteomic data to pinpoint the specific proteins or pathways that drive a disease. Once a target is identified, AI can design or discover a molecule to interact with it. Using generative models, AI can dream up entirely new chemical structures, molecules that no human chemist would have ever conceived. It can also screen billions of existing virtual compounds in a matter of hours, predicting which ones are most likely to be effective and, crucially, safe. This predictive power extends to forecasting a drug's ADMET properties, how it will be absorbed, distributed, metabolized, and excreted by the body, and its potential toxicity. By weeding out poor candidates early, AI saves immense time and resources. This digital-first approach is then validated in the real world, often through automated robotic labs that conduct experiments based on the AI's hypotheses, creating a rapid feedback loop of learning and refinement. Breakthroughs like DeepMind's AlphaFold, which can predict a protein's 3D structure from its amino acid sequence, are providing unprecedented insights for AI-driven drug design. And when it comes to clinical trials, AI helps stratify patients, identifying individuals who are most likely to respond to a new treatment based on their specific biomarkers. This leads to smaller, faster, and more successful trials. The ultimate goal is a future where we can more effectively combat our most formidable health challenges, from cancer and rare genetic diseases to the very process of aging itself. This is the power of AI in drug discovery. A new revolution in medicine has begun. If you want more science videos, don't forget to subscribe